Good morning everyone. Now we will discuss about different properties of materials on which basis we can categorize the objects into different categories. So first of all we will discuss about transparency. Yes, transparency is a property of an object and on the basis of that we can categorize the objects into three categories. Yes, how many categories? Three categories. Okay. First of all, tell me if there are three objects: wood, a piece of glass, and a colored plastic. So how we can categorize? Okay. Now tell me, if you will have a piece of wood, are you able to see through this piece of wood? Your answer is no. Yes. So those objects through which we are not able to see, they are in the category of opaque objects. They are in the category of opaque objects. Now, a piece of a glass. So, if you have a piece of glass, are you able to see through it? The answer is yes. Yes, you are able to see through a piece of glass. So, that objects through which we are able to see, these are the transparent objects. These objects are known as the transparent object. Now, we have a color plastic or a color piece of glass. So, what do you think? We are able to see through it? Yes, we are able to see but not clearly. So, those objects through which we are able to see but not clearly, they are known as the translucent object. They are known as the translucent object. So, on the basis of transparency, any object can be divided into three categories: opaque object, transparent object, and translucent object. So, opaque objects are those one which do not allow light to pass through them. Yes, they do not allow light to pass through them, and that's why we are not able to see through them. For example, a wall is there, a piece of wood is there, your book is there. So we are not able to see through them. These are the opaque objects. Now next one is transparent object. Transparent objects are those which allow light to pass through them. Yes, they allow light to pass through them and that's why we are able to see through them. For example, here a piece of glass, okay, air, and clean water. These are the example of transparent object because they allow light to pass through them. Air is present everywhere and we are able to see ourselves because air is transparent. Now translucent object, those objects which allow light to pass through them but not completely, partially. Means they allowed a partially, you can say some amount of the light to pass through it and some amount of the light is not allowed to pass through it. So that's why we are able to see but not clearly. Like your butter paper is there, oil paper is there, okay, and your colored glass is there. So on the basis of transparency, there are three types of object. So let us understand through an example. Okay, just take a piece of paper. Just take a piece of paper. So this piece of paper is in which category? Opaque, transparent or translucent? Yes, this is an opaque one. This is an opaque one. Okay. Now just take a few drops of any oil, for example mustard oil or coconut oil, and put it on the mid of the paper. Now hold this paper towards a source of light and try to see through the point from the place where you had just put the oil on it. What is there? You are able to see through this paper. Not clearly, partially. So at this time, which is the paper, a simple paper is an opaque one. We are not able to see through it. But when we just put 2 and 3 drops of oil on it and when we try to see through this paper, we are able to see. So at this time, This is our translucent source, translucent object. So we can easily categorize the object into different categories on the basis of their transparency. Now we will discuss about next property of a material, that is hardness and softness. Yes, we will discuss about the next property, that is hardness or softness. A object may be hard or may be soft. Okay, for example, a eraser or a sharpener. So what do you think? Out of these two, which is the hard one? Yes, the sharpener is a hard object and an eraser is a soft object. So we can categorize the object on the basis of their hardness or softness. So what do you think? This sharpener, can we compress this sharpener with our hand easily? No, we can't compress is easily. We can't compress this sharpener easily. We can't bend it. So those objects which we can't compress easily, which is difficult to compress, which is difficult to bend, these objects are known as the hard objects. Just like your wood, this is a hard object. Your metals like steel, iron, these are the hard objects. But on the other hand, if we will take the eraser, so we can easily compress it? Yes. So those objects which can be easily compressed, which can be easily bent, these are known as the soft materials. Like your sponge. Sponge is a soft material. Your cotton wool is a soft material. So on the basis of hardness and softness, material can be divided into two categories, their hard object and the soft object. Discuss about next property of a material, that is floating or sinking. Yes, floating or sinking of materials. Yes, those objects which float on the upper surface of the water. Those objects which floats on the upper surface of the water, like your plastic ball, okay, and like your dried leaves of a plant, like your flower, they will float on the upper surface of the water. These are known as the floating object. And on the other hand, those objects which sinks down at the bottom of the water, or you can say the bottom of the container, these are known as sinking object. Like your iron nail, if iron nail is there, okay, and if your metal key is there, so they will just sink, they will just drop down at the bottom of the container. So those objects which will float on the surface of the water, they are known as floating object, and those objects which sinks at the bottom of the container, they are known as sinking object. So on the basis of floating and sinking, we can categorize the object into two categories: the materials which can float and the materials which can sink. For example, we have a material, we have a group of material in which there is a paper boat, okay, and in which there is a cotton wool, or in which there is an iron lane. So we can easily separate these materials on the basis of their floating and sinking. For example, the paper boat, it will float on the surface of the water, and iron nail will sink at the bottom of the water.